Namaste. Today we're going to be focusing on asana and bhakti, contemplating this idea of love. What does love have to do with bhakti? What does love have to do with asana? And for that we're going to chant a little bit from the Bhagavad Gita from chapter 6, verse number 29. So if you have a Bhagavad Gita at home, you can follow along. Chapter 6, number 29. Sarvabhutastam Atmanam Sarvabhutani Chatmani Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshana Sarvabhutastam Atmanam Sarvabhutani Chatmani Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshana Sarvabhutastam Atmanam Sarvabhutani Chatmani Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma Sarvatra Samadarshana. The word sarva means all, and bhutastam is all beings. So sarva, all, bhutastam, beings, all beings. Atman. Atman is a very difficult word to translate. Most often it's described as soul. It can also be described as that which is the inner essence of all being. And that's what this verse is describing, that every being has an Atman, has an essential nature, has a soul, if you will. But not only do they have a soul, an individual that is related to them and their body, but all beings, Sarva Bhutani Chatmani, are residing within one soul, that really the Atman is the same. Ikshate Yoga Yuktatma, one who is disciplined, one who is yoked, one who is joined, is disciplined by the practices of yoga. Sarvatra Samadharshana. Sarvatra, all around them, they have Samadarshana, same vision, meaning they see that same essential nature within all beings. Beings that they really love, and beings who perhaps they have never physically met before. This is a very huge concept because in large cities where people live so close together, it is very rare that they actually know one another. Even though we live close to each other, we don't become close. And the practices of yoga are meant to join us together, so that we can begin to see more closely the intimate nature that we share. The asana practice is meant to break down any resistance, any barriers that we may have that keep us from recognizing this, that keep us from samadarshana. Each asana, each group of asanas, let's say standing poses for example, works on different relationships. So standing poses work on our foundational relationships, our grounding, our connection to the earth. And in an asana practice, we move usually from standing to seated, perhaps forward bends, then twisting. from twisting to back bending, from back bending to inversions, and then finally Shavasana. This progression is also linked very closely with the chakra system. So as we move through the asanas, we address each relationship within each group. And by doing so, as we breathe, we take the shape of the mountain, we take the shape of the bird, we take the shape of the wheel, the heart opening, and then finally Shavasana, the shape of the dead one, of the corpse. And in so doing, we find that there is a sameness, an essential nature within each aspect. But in order to do this, we must exercise not only our physical body, but our emotional body. Just like if we don't use a muscle often, it begins to weaken. If we don't exercise certain emotions, they also become weak. Love or bhakti, devotion, is an integral part of the asana practice. Without it, it just becomes exercise. So as we move through the asanas with this idea that we are breaking down barriers of separateness in order to join together, we find that we are filled automatically with a greater sense of compassion and a greater desire to share that compassion, that love, with others. I hope you enjoy this asana practice. Namaste.